one thing I've noticed in my conversations with CEOs, leaders, hiring managers, etc., is that they don't want workers. They want people, I suppose, first and foremost, who are aligned with what they do, their mission, their business, their values. But just as important is they want people who are able to solve problems. So I want you to begin to think of yourself as a problem solver, somebody who can provide solutions, because that is going to be key. And in my sort of exploring and research on LinkedIn, even when I was doing my own job search or looking for various projects to do, I would often obviously look at CEOs, leaders, decision makers to see what they'd written on their profile or the kinds of things that, if let's say they'd written an article or done some PR, I think about and really focus on the things that they talk about in terms of the problems that they have, either internally with their business or the problems that they help their customers to solve. And then I think to myself, how can I put myself in that situation where I can talk about solving their biggest problems? Because if I do that, then I'm speaking their language and they understand me more. And then they have a connection with me as well and can understand that I've done my research, which is something that they really are keen to know and understand, that you've done that research. So begin to think of yourself as a problem solver. So, for example, I was looking at, I think there's somebody's profile on LinkedIn. I can't remember who it was or when it was, but he said something to the effect of he was looking to grow the business grow the team by 50 people in the next 2 years. So me with my recruiter head on, thought to myself, how can I solve that problem? Because I know all the issues and I know all the sort of stumbling blocks where recruitment is concerned, and how can I then align myself with that to start a conversation that will enable this guy to solve that particular problem? Because I know 50 people in that space of time. Okay, it's not really a lot of people. I suppose in the perspective, it is a lot of people, but within that particular period of time, it is possible, but it's not necessarily easy. So that's what I did. I started a conversation with this particular person, and it was a good conversation, and it resulted in business for me, and it resulted in a relationship with that particular client. So think about your situation. You might have, I don't know, a director of marketing or a head of marketing, or talking about what their ideas are about spreading the word about their particular company. They might talk about the kinds of clients that they're looking to get, or they might, in some PR, have talked about their successes and challenges for the year ahead, or on their website, spoken about how they've contributed to improving the actual company that they work for. So you've got to think about how you fit into that whole scheme of things. You're not just there to do Google Ads. You're not just there to manage a team of I don't know, marketing managers, or I don't know, SEO managers, whatever it may be. You're talking on a different level. You're talking more strategically about how you can be that problem solver in that business and help that business to move forward. And if you can combine that, as I said before, your abilities as a problem solver, if you can combine that with your desire and your alignment with that business on a values basis, on a mission basis, then you'll have a great combination to begin to spark a conversation that will help you to win new contracts or new opportunities for projects. if you're freelancing, or if you're trying to get an interview, that's a starting point for a conversation, whether that's a conversation via an email or conversation via some sort of covering letter for an application for a job. So those are the ingredients, I guess, of that problem solving element, plus those other elements I mentioned, values, mission, etc., are the important ingredients that you'll need to really, I guess, get the attention of people who you want to work for or work with.